Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome once again, as always, to another helping of Mr H's Hot Pot. Join me today for day 12 of the UK lockdown. We're almost at the halfway point, aren't we, of this rather peculiar period in our history. Anyway, folks, how are you all doing? Are you all keeping? Have any of you felt like throttling your other half yet? Not that I'm promoting domestic violence on this channel, you understand. But I must admit that me and Mrs H, we've had a few little flare-ups over the past couple of days, and they've died down just as quickly as they've sprang up. And that is just a natural consequence of being in such a close proximity to someone for such a prolonged period of time. As much as you love someone, you can have too much of a good thing, so even me and Mrs H have had our moments during this lockdown period where we've got sick of the sight of one another, at least for a few moments. It seems old Boris Johnson, as much of a buffoon that we all claim he is, he was ahead of the curve on this one, wasn't he? As sooner as he called that lockdown, he put himself in self-isolation, I noticed. And I can just imagine how that conversation went, really. You know, I'm sure that he said to Carrie, "No, then Carrie, my poppet, unfortunately I've been feeling a bit under the weather of late, a bit of a tittle in the old throat. So what I think is best for me to do, both for you and the baby, you understand, is put myself in self-isolation." And no sooner was she out through the door, he'd gone and ordered Netflix and got bloody Domino's on speed dial. Yes, get in! And he's left the rest of us to put up with our other halves for however long this thing will take. Anyway, on to today's thoughts and themes. Now, many of you have been leaving comments, which I appreciate, and many of you out there have mentioned that you still think that this virus is fake. Now, it's not for me to tell people what to think or what to do, you know, at the end of the day. As I said, everyone has an opinion on this, everyone has their own thought process on this, and everyone, they have their own opinions. So it's not for me to tell people what to think. However, as I've mentioned in yesterday's vlog, someone that we know, albeit a tenuous link, you know, it was one of Mrs H's former work colleagues and it's her husband who has unfortunately contracted this COVID-19 virus. We do know somebody, so it's become very real for us. Also, someone who is a nurse who left a comment last night on yesterday's vlog, a lady by the name of Terry, she said that some of the scenes that she's witnessing are quite scary. You know, hello to you, Terry. I'm sure everyone will join me when we express our thanks for everything that you're doing at this moment in time. Not just you, all of your colleagues. You know, you really have my admiration for doing what you're doing. I certainly want to be on the front line of this because potentially you're exposing yourself and by extension your family potentially to this virus. So, you know, you really have my admiration. I'm sure you have many others as well on here. Well, folks, I did promise in this particular video yesterday that I would do a question and answers about my channel. I don't normally do these type of things purely because it's not my shtick, but these are extraordinary times, so I thought, why not? Now, I get asked a number of questions on various videos a lot, and I get asked sort of the same questions, so I'll answer a few of them for you here today. And the first question I get asked a lot is, why do we never see your likes, you know, the old thumbs up, thumbs down thing? You know, why do you not display them? Well, the reason for that, Hot Potters, is when I first started this channel back in 2016, early 2017, it did sadly attract a number of negative people. And one individual in particular really set about making a nuisance of themselves. And what they would do is they would instantly thumb my videos down. Sometimes within seconds of me making it live. They'd obviously subscribe to my channel, and then as soon as they got a notification, they'd thumb the video down. So it was obvious that they had a problem with me as a person rather than the content I was making. Now, that's fair enough, you know, end of the day, it's up to somebody if they like me or not, but it did become, after a bit, irritating watching this individual do that. And things came to a head when they went to all the trouble of creating 40 profiles, and they thumbed it down, one of my videos, one at the back of the other, thumb down, and then came on and tried to gloat, old Hot Pot's video's not done very well. At the time, Mrs H was heavily pregnant, and I just thought, I can't be bothered with playing this game anymore. The easiest thing to do is just make these private. And I've done that, and I've been that way ever since. And strangely enough, the moment I did that, this individual melted away and went and bothered somebody else, presumably. So that's why I keep them private. I do appreciate all the thumbs up that people leave, but I have made it that way now that there's only me who can see them. Another question I'm asked on a number of videos, and it's more of an opinion really, and an observation, is why do I not have more subscribers than I do? You know, they claim that I create good content. I should have more subscribers than I do. Well, as I say, that's more of an observation, and I can't really answer that. I can't speak for other people. However, my own thought process on this is a combination of two things. First of all, I don't have a huge social media presence. I only have this channel. I don't have Facebook, I don't have Instagram, Twitter, any of that kind of good stuff. So I'm not doing what other YouTubers would do and use these platforms to promote myself and my channel. You know, simply I make videos and I push them out there, and I hope that people will eventually find them. That's how I do things. The reason I don't have Twitter and all that is I don't have time to maintain them all and balance a happy family life. It does take time to do this sort of stuff. So that's one of the reasons. Another reason is you will never hear me beg for likes or subscribes in any of my videos. I'll never be one of these that puts on the end of the video, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. You know, and if you really enjoyed this video, why not subscribe and go one step further and hit that notification bell? I'm not one of those type of YouTubers. Again, I make videos and I leave it up to the viewer to subscribe if he or she wishes to. And although I appreciate everyone who does subscribe, my thought process on it is that at least they've subscribed because they wanted to, and not because I've directed them to. Those are just my thoughts on it. That's probably two of the reasons why I don't have as many subscribers as other people out there think as perhaps I should have. Either that, or my channel's crap. I'll leave that up to you guys. The third question, and by far the most question that I get asked, is regarding Mrs H, funnily enough. And lots of people ask, why do we never get to see Mrs H on your videos? Well, when Mrs H started getting involved in my channel, and she's not been as involved recently, and that's just simply due to family commitments, dealing with Toby, things like that, is she said to me, I don't mind doing the filming, and I don't mind speaking on camera, but I don't want to be shown on camera. That's just her own reasons. Whatever it be, you know, them are her own personal reasons, and I respect that. It hasn't been engineered by Mrs H and myself to try and deliberately keep her hidden from the camera, to generate interest and keep people coming back. It's just worked out that way. Who knows, one day, maybe she will be confident enough to put herself on camera as I am doing. But she's seen a lot of the problems that I have had with negative people, shall we say, and some of the abuse that I've suffered, and she doesn't want to put herself through that. You know, it's water off a duck's back with me. Look, I know I'm overweight, I know I'm bald, you can't tell me something I already know. But Mrs H, she doesn't want to expose herself to that. So that's the reason why you don't see Mrs H on camera. Well folks, I'm going to wrap this one up because we are now coming up to the magic 10-minute mark. I have come to this area, which is that former industrial area today, to do my exercise. I've left the countryside behind, and I've also left the old jalopy at home. I've come on foot today. I'm trying to keep travel to a minimum, but I am glad to see that we are allowed to use our vehicles to go out and exercise once again. I've had to leave little Lucy at home today because she was a little bit gung-ho. You know, she really enjoyed herself yesterday, which was good to see. Anyway, folks, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to make my way back round here, and then I'm going to head off back home, back to my authorised sector. So, folks, until the next time, when it will be day 13, unlucky for some, and we're at the halfway mark of this lockdown period, and hopefully these vlogs, it is. Bye-bye for now, and remember, stay safe.